This episode's gonna rock.
Welcome to A Real Pain. And as you might have guessed it from Matthew's comment, today we're reviewing The Rock with Sean Connery.
Dude, can I just say Sean Connery stole that movie?
Oh my gosh. This movie, I'm going to be honest with you, I forgot how fun it is.
Mm.
And I know you texted me last night while you were watching
Yeah.
it, like, this movie's the extended cut. It's really long.
It was so long.
I got a hot take.
Yeah.
Love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I think that this is, when you sent that, I'm like, I think that this actually might be so Michael Bay directed it.
Yep.
He's known for like Transformers, like anything with like
yeah, this
really,
is definitely one of his earlier movies,
Yeah.
right?
I
Okay.
would say that this is probably one of his top movies in terms of just story.
I would agree.
Because there's so many there's like little side quests, it feels like, especially when he's like trying to go see his daughter. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a 20-minute scene.
Yep.
Like, obviously we're going to get into it more.
Yeah.
But if you're unfamiliar with The Rock, this is, I believe it came out in 96.
96. Yep.
And so I would have been in 6th grade.
Dang.
Full disclosure, you're going to find out on this pod that I watched movies as a kid that were way too like way too much in terms of so it was so interesting. And I know my mom is a fan of the pod, so she could comment down below, Mom.
Shout out Miss Cho.
So what I would say is like, I believe the rule was like, my mom and dad did a really good job of like, if there was like a violent scene, my mom would be like, that's just ketchup. That's just pretend. So she would just say like, it was just ketchup. But sex scenes, eyes covered.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you could see a head get ripped off. That's fine. That's ketchup. That's
Yep,
make believe.
yep.
Sex, no.
Oh yeah, it was the two hands for me, so there was no peeking through the fingers. There was no peeking.
Yeah. Which, we just went back and watched it later after they went to bed. So sorry, Mom.
Sorry if this is how you found out.
So premise of The Rock. I would say, so what is your take on the villain though? Because before we get into it, I always saw this movie as, so Ed Harris is the villain.
Yep.
He steals a bunch of like gnarly gas and rockets, and he's a captain? No, general.
Yes.
He's a general.
Yes.
Decorated general. He has lost men under his watch. Those families weren't compensated. So he's trying to get compensation for the families of the soldiers that were lost under his watch.
Yep.
Very noble. So like watching it as a kid, I'm like, I didn't really understand it. But on this rewatch, I'm like, I'm on his side.
Yeah.
Like up until a certain point.
Right.
There's a turning point where I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's like, maybe you shouldn't have hostages. I don't know about that, boss.
I don't know about that,
But
yeah.
no, his conflict, his reasonings were pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, he wasn't just, an atypical, I just want to destroy the city just to, destroy the city. He had motive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his reasons.
Yep. And then Nicolas Cage plays the only guy in the United States that can knows anything about this gas.
And can also interrogate and do all this other stuff. Apparently,
I really do appreciate Nicolas Cage's acting in this.
Yeah.
I will say, I think his line where he says, when he's being asked about the gas and how serious it is, it's like, he's like, it's one of those things we wish we could disinvent.
that was a good line.
I'm like, okay, they really did a good job. And even in the beginning scene when they hijack the initial gas, I'm immediately thinking, because one of the little green balls breaks
yeah,
and the guy starts like boiling to death.
that was a crazy scene.
It was, I was like, this is very like practical effects driven.
But it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, it looked real. Like nothing in this movie, like
yeah,
even
nothing looked egregious.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like even, I mean, there was maybe one scene when the jets are coming towards Alcatraz at the end. That was like a little CG, but honestly, like,
oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah. I think he did such a good job of cutting. Like the cuts, there's a lot of cuts.
Dude, this felt like Whiplash the movie.
Whiplash the movie. So Nicolas Cage was good. And then I would also say Sean Connery. So Sean Connery, all the prisoners, the hostages that Ed Harris's team is taking, they're all on Alcatraz. It's tourists of Alcatraz. So they're trying to figure out how are they going to stop Ed Harris by sending a team to Alcatraz. There's only one guy that's ever broken out of Alcatraz, and that's Sean Connery's character. He's been in prison for 30 years. And so in the movie, they say he's in his 60s, and I looked it up just for age context. He's 65 when they filmed this.
Nice. There you go.
But he looked good. I mean,
man, after that haircut.
Yeah. That suit. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my James Bond.
Exactly. Which we'll get to because there is a hot take in terms of a possible James Bond connection. So we'll get to that.
All right.
So that's the premise of the movie. They take a SEAL team into Alcatraz. Everybody dies except for Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery. And so they have to stop this thing together.
Yeah.
So,
with Michael Biehn.
Yes, Michael Biehn. I was wondering if you were going to catch that. Do you know who Michael Biehn is?
No. Who is that?
So the main guy who porked Sarah Connor in The Terminator. Sorry, that was...
Oh, yeah, yeah. He was in this movie?
Sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to say the word porked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Really?
So he is he's the guy that leads the team into Alcatraz.
Oh, my God. They cleaned him up nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he looked
I
pretty
didn't
good.
notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
that
he was a
al-
little bit older, too.
Yeah, that's almost 10 years after the Terminator,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 10 or 11.
Yeah, he looked
at least.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and it made me realize that I think he is actually like a lot of 80s, 90s stuff, not as like the main protagonist, but he's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, I'm glad we watched the Terminator first because that was fun, seeing him in this movie. I will say this movie, it's a who's who.
It is
There's so many random people.
So this is one thing I was going to comment on. And I would love to hear other people's thoughts on this. I really remember this being like, whoa. Like, because now, like, there's at least 4 or 5 famous people in a movie. Like, that's how you sell the movie, is you have to have a lot of like recognizable people. I don't know if that was like the case necessarily in the 90s. I could be wrong, but like I remember Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris. That was like a big deal of like, you got 3?
Yeah.
There's like 3 leads in this. And then there's like a ton of other people. The FBI directors, the guy from West Wing.
Yes, Rachel noticed that.
Yeah. Good eyes.
Yeah.
Good eyes, Rachel.
I will say the one that caught me the most off guard, and then we can get into our first initial rating.
Yeah.
I didn't notice who it was at first because he has a ponytail, but he's on the bad guys team.
Yep.
And I can't remember his actual name, but it's the actor that plays Tuco Salamanca. He's in this movie and he's on the bad guy team.
Wait, what character is that?
From Breaking Bad.
Yes.
That blew my mind.
Okay.
That was honestly probably my favorite cameo. I was like, what is he doing in this movie?
Yeah. No, there was a lot of that.
Felt so random.
Well, because even the guy that's like the same age as Ed Harris's character, the other commanding officer, like he's in a ton of stuff, I feel like, especially in the late 90s, early 2000s.
What other big movie would you say like Ed Harris is in?
So Ed Harris, to tie it back to James Cameron, he was the lead in a movie in the 80s called The Abyss.
Okay.
So it was an underwater movie. And my understanding of that is that was sort of how James Cameron was dialing in the effects for Terminator 2. Because there's like a water character. I cannot sidetrack and get into the plot of The Abyss because it will take the rest of the episode to explain what that movie's about.
Ed Harris looked really familiar. I don't know if I know him specifically from anything else though.
Did you watch Westworld? Yeah, so he was in Westworld. And I would say he looks the same now as he did in the 90s.
Yeah, he looks super familiar.
Yeah, have you noticed that like there's just some actors like Steve Martin or like
I would rather look old from a young age because then you just look the same throughout your whole life.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I also think that, and correct me if I'm like totally off on this, but it always seems like the older the movie, the younger the character is, they still look older.
Old. Yeah.
So like I even wrote down when they're in the like the Situation Room and they're all talking, and the White House chief of staff, who I don't know if like he knew he was auditioning for like the dumbest role. They're like, hey, you're just here to look dumb. But he kept saying really silly things, and then like the general's like, how old are you, sir? And he's like, I'm 33. And I'm like,
he's 33.
What? So how old would you guess Nicolas Cage was? You go first.
How old he's supposed to be in the movie?
Well, how old he was during filming?
Oh man, probably if I had to guess 30.
Okay, Tabby?
I would have said in his 40s, maybe.
In his 40s. Okay. So he was actually 32.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. So I also looked it up because I was curious. So he's almost the age Sean Connery was. So Nicolas Cage is 62 now.
Wow.
And Sean Connery was 65 when they filmed it. So
that's crazy. No, honestly, I feel like his voice has never changed ever. Nick Cage.
Yeah, it's been consistently the same.
Yeah, it was crazy watching this because it's the same exact voice, but just slightly younger face.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. So I think we should get into it. We haven't even done our initial rating. Yeah. So here, I'll go first. I am going to
friggin' Yap City over here.
Yap City. Here you go. There's the marker. Oh, we should probably get a second marker, and we probably could if you'd like and subscribe. If you could support the channel, that'd be great.
I'm trying to remember what I gave the Terminator.
Is it going to be the same as? Oh my gosh.
We'll talk about it.
I'm already triggered. Okay, don't look. I'm while you're writing, I'm going to show my score. There it is.
John's rating is a 9.
What do you think? Yeah? Should it be higher?
This guy loves talking to the audience.
I'm just, what else? I mean, you're writing and Tabby's mixing over there. So I'm just
gotta get him involved. All right, close your eyes, Buster. This is mine.
Matthew's rating is a 6.5.
Okay, putting it away.
Okay.
Boom, done.
Done. Okay. I can't wait to see your score. So I'm going to go ahead and start with guessing your favorite scene.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm still learning about you. But I'm going to say that you really appreciated Sean Connery's snarkiness.
Yes.
So my guess as to your favorite scene is, so part of the negotiation for Sean Connery getting out of prison is that he says like, I want to stay at this hotel and I want to get a haircut and like, I want to feel the feel of a suit. So they're up on this balcony and the guy from West Wing, I don't know. I don't remember his name.
You could tell me anything.
The FBI director, we'll just say that.
Okay.
Obviously they've had a past and, you know, there's tension there. Sean Connery puts a rope over his hand, throws him over the side and gets away. So that's not your favorite part. I think your favorite part, or one of them, is later, when Sean Connery interacts with the FBI director again,
Yeah.
and is like, "Show, how's your bowling arm?" I just think that was like so funny.
Yeah.
And so out of left field. I just was like, I think that was his favorite.
That was pretty
scene.
good. I mean, yes, my favorite scene does involve Sean Connery.
Okay.
That's definitely a really good one. I mean, he stole every scene he was in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know how they got Sean Connery to do this movie.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, my most favorite scene, it's right after, so it's just Nick Cage and Sean Connery left in Alcatraz. Everybody else has died, so they're just by themselves. They have like 2 rockets left to try and defuse, and Sean Connery's like, "Hey, I'll give myself up so you can try and find the other 2 rockets, and I'll try and distract them, yada yada." So Sean Connery gives himself up, and he's like, "Look, I get the cause to the main guy, but this is not how you should be doing it at all." Just his whole speech.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good moment.
Yeah. Personally, I think you're an idiot.
Yep.
Oh, bleep that, Tabby.
that was probably my favorite scene.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was, I would say, just having the nostalgia, like knowing the nostalgia, and well, I'll get a little bit more into that in a second. Having rewatched it, there were scenes that I thought I connected more with or thought were funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Than maybe like watching it when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
But yeah, Sean Connery, his character was like very admirable. The one thing that I thought about though was like, okay, he's 65, he's been in prison for 30 years, and he's jumping and like falling and doing all this stuff. And I'm like,
gosh.
and I'm
dude.
like, I mean, you just threw your back out last week.
Yeah.
So it's like, how did that, like, yeah.
Sorry, you mentioning his age. There's one part where they're escaping. They're on top of a minecart, which that was so random.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
That was so random.
It looked so cartoon-like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're escaping the bad guys again, and he just goes, "I'm getting too old for this." I was like, "All right, Raj, what's going on here?"
I did like that. It made me happy that we reviewed Lethal Weapon.
Yep.
Yeah. Before this, because I'm like, that does seem to be like a little bit of a theme across action
We're
movies.
all getting too old.
All getting too old. All right, you want to guess mine?
Yeah, I think your favorite scene, just from like a cinematic standpoint, because I know you kind of like try to get cool shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You do video for work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Was a scene right after Nick Cage shoots himself in the heart. The planes are still coming in. They're going to bomb the island. It's one last stand. So he crawls out there. He's on his knees and he's got the flares going.
Yeah.
And he's holding them up. That was a dope shot. And I think you really liked that.
Yes. Favorite scene.
Let's go.
I mean, it was slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of tension. It was just good.
I'm guessing that's probably like the shot from the movie too.
Yeah, it was the trailer,
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
That
No,
tracks.
it's very iconic for sure. I'm gonna guess that your least favorite scene was the tunnel scenes where they're in the carts on rollers. Only because, and this was my observation,
Yeah.
I remember that scene being awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's awesome,
Okay.
but the way it looks now, I'm like, this looks like a Disneyland ride.
Yeah, it really did.
And so that, I mean, again, it didn't take me out of the movie, but I'm like, what are those even for?
Yeah.
And then like, I just was like, I guess the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just kind of thinking like, yeah, I don't know what that would have been in Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And I don't
Because
know
I know
enough
he
about
mentioned
it.
it was something else too, but I don't
Yeah.
think it had anything to do with minecarts. Honestly, I mean, it was close. I didn't hate it. I was just like, all right, whatever.
So,
But
yeah, what was your least?
I think my least favorite was the last like 15 minutes of the fight scenes with all the hench bad guys felt kind of unnecessary. I was like, come on, guys, let's wrap this up already.
Yep.
Just because they had already killed off the main bad guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought they had already died too with the kind of the standoff shoot scene.
Sure.
When their organization was kind of collapsing.
Yep.
Because main bad guy, what's his name? Ed Harrison?
Yeah, Ed Harris.
Ed Harris. He was like, I don't want to do this anymore. They called their bluff, but everybody else was like, no, we need to stun the rockets off.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they already died during that scene.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
Ed Harris already died. So I was just like, this is kind of pointless. Like, just get the rockets already. What are we doing?
Sure.
Because I had no connection to these other hench bad guys. They're just kind of background characters.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they take the forefront.
Yeah, I just kind of felt like they kind of were stealing the spotlight, and stealing the spotlight didn't really deserve it that much, to be honest.
Yep. I just know that the scene where Nicolas Cage puts the little green ball in the guy's mouth and punches him
that was pretty cool. I'll admit that.
Pretty sweet. I did have a slight problem with that, and I do remember having a slight problem with this scene when I was younger, is he puts the green ball in his coat pocket or his vest pocket, and then he goes through like 2 walls. Like, and I'm like, that's got to be smashed.
Oh, yeah. 100%. He was crawling all over.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll allow it.
I guess.
I mean, maybe it was like a steel pocket. I don't know.
A steel pocket.
Yeah. All right. What do you think is my least favorite scene?
John's least favorite scene was when Nick Cage gets the phone call that he needs to come back to San Francisco.
Yep. Okay.
And it was the love making scene. Little awkward. Little awkward.
I mean, out of everything that we've watched, it wasn't the most awkward thing.
Okay.
I did think it was a little unnecessary, but because I don't know, like in 96, did he answer that on a cell phone or was it a pager?
Oh, I didn't catch that. I don't know.
But I'm like, I don't think you would have had a phone on the roof. Would be my take on that. I
wasn't born yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, also the part where she's like, you don't have to go. Like, don't go. You don't have to go. I'm like, girl, he works for the FBI.
I know.
He
kind of has to go.
Yeah.
It pissed me off how they wrote her character because even when he calls her and he's like, hey, don't come to San Francisco. And he literally told her he's being called by the FBI. She's like, no. And then hangs up.
Yeah.
And comes to San Francisco anyway. I was like, why did they write her like that?
They made her kind of a ditz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Is that word allowed? Can I say that? Dabby, can I say that?
I don't know.
Right.
I mean, honestly, it's your generation that has to tell our generation what we can.
Hey, let me know if I can say that in the comments.
Yeah, is ditz cool? Is that cool to say? I will say one other comment was just in terms of the general calling the director of the FBI. I thought that was probably the most authoritative like list of demands or like just straight to the point of like, hey, this is what I want. This is how serious it is. Call me back. Like there was just no, like he just wasn't playing around, which I really appreciated.
Oh, well, was that your least favorite scene or what was your least favorite scene?
I mean, I think my least favorite scene was definitely tied to his girlfriend's character.
Okay.
Just because like, I think they could have written it a little bit better.
For sure.
Because nothing they did was in agreement. So, so like it starts off with whoever would bring a kid into this world is crazy. Oh, I'm pregnant. Will you marry me?
All right, I'll marry you.
Yeah. All right, I guess. So it just didn't. And then, him like she's saying, don't answer the phone. He answers it.
Yeah.
Then later he's telling her not to come to San Francisco. She does it anyways.
Yeah, where
So
was
I'm
the
like,
chemistry?
I'm like, you guys need to listen to each other a little bit.
Couple therapy in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the child will make things better.
No,
There
yeah,
we go.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, kids solve everything.
Yeah. I will say, I did like the scene where Nicolas Cage, you're first introduced to him. He's in a chill office. Then he gets called into a high stress situation where he has to defuse this bomb, and he's under a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And then his assistant is just completely worthless
Yeah.
and like complaining the whole time. And then they have like that foreshadowing scene of like, you wanted me to stick this needle in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And like, even when he's trying to give it to Nick Cage, he's like, get that away from me. So I'm like, okay, obviously like there's going to be a character arc where
Mm-hmm. He's got to
do that.
Yeah. I will say the pacing, especially in the first 20 minutes, insane. I could not keep up with what was going on. It was so fast.
Yes.
Both Rachel and I were like, what is happening?
So here's one thing that I think is true is Michael Bay's stuff. If you look at it, I would say that he's probably one of the first ones to do such quick cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, because we see a lot of that kind of quick editing stuff in social media, like to keep people's attention span.
Yeah.
So I feel like this was around the time where that was starting, because like even shots over basic dialogue, they're all moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much movement in this movie.
Yeah, that was the other thing too, is during a lot of the action scenes, he uses a very shaky camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rachel got sick during the movie.
No.
She's like, I can't watch this. It's making me sick.
Yeah. So the other thing that I noticed too, when he's talking to the daughter, Sean Connery meets his daughter for the first time in a long time since he's been in prison for 30 years. The music in the background sounds like it was the Shire music.
Yeah, it was. I was like, why is there Irish music in the background?
So I thought that was pretty funny. And then I think one of the top lines just in action movie history, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. You too, Tabby.
Mm-hmm.
The Rocket Man line is so funny. It's so funny.
The delivery could have been a little better.
Oh, I
When
don't
was
know.
that?
So when he's talking to the bad guy standing in front of the rocket, and he's like, we got off on the wrong foot. Do you like music? Like, do you like Elton John's Rocket Man? I don't like that soft ass shit. And then he's like, well, the only reason I ask is because it's you. You're the Rocket Man. Boom.
I was.
So writer's dream right there.
Yeah.
There's people who like that scene and think that it's really good, and then there's people that are wrong.
Ooh.
I just talked you down a point, I think.
I feel like it could have been delivered way better.
Okay.
No, there was moments. I thought it was kind of funny when he would learn like a line from one of the other head up people, like people above him in the FBI. And then later on in the movie, he would use that same line on somebody else. Like at one point during the interrogation scene with Sean Connery, main FBI, Nick Cage is like, all right, who is this Sean Connery guy? Like, what are we getting into? FBI head is like, hey, you're on a need to know basis. And then 5 minutes later, he's on the phone call. Nick Cage is on the phone call with his girlfriend. He's like, do not come here. Like, it's super dangerous, yada, yada. Then Sean Connery's like, who are you talking to? Like, who's on the phone? He's like, you're on a need to know basis.
That's a good line.
Like, that was fun. But then sometimes he would say stuff where he was like acting really serious.
Okay.
His character kind of felt like wishy-washy almost.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if he was supposed to be like the nerdy, jittery, like
Yeah.
anxious guy, or if he was, it just felt random when he was like the tough, like masculine guy.
And I think maybe that's what they were trying to make his character arc.
Yeah. I just don't think
But-
it would have happened in a night.
For sure. I totally agree. Yeah, and then I also noticed that like Nicolas Cage's character only swears once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a weird
Huh.
observation, but he says the SH word.
Mm.
But the whole
Shoe.
time, yeah, he's like, I mean, it kind of sounds like he's a conservative
Oh.
Christian of like, why don't we cut the chit chat a-hole? And I'm like,
Yeah, and then-
why?
yeah, when he's taking also those orbs,
Yeah,
they look so cool.
they are
Yeah.
really cool. And I
Yep.
would love to see more behind the scenes. Like, did they light it
Mhm.
special? It was,
Yeah.
really cool.
But yeah, there's at one point when it's still Sean Connery and Nick Cage together, and they're undoing the first rocket with the orbs in it.
Yep.
And he's like, "Can you cut me some friggin' slack?"
Yeah.
But I was also like, he wasn't really giving you any. I don't know why you're freaking out on him.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think honestly they did a really good job of selling how serious that gas was, and then
Mhm.
I think they were just trying to build on that, and it didn't maybe work
Yeah.
in terms of.
I've noticed with this movie, with Lethal Weapon and the Terminator,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes they just like to yell just to yell.
Yep. Yep. 1,000%. And then also, last comment I'll make. I'd love if there's any doctors out there. I'd love to know.
Ooh.
The injection is supposed to go into the heart.
Yeah.
And I always thought this, even as a kid watching this movie, it seems really low. The
Oh, I didn't
injection
catch
like
that.
seemed like mid body. So let me know in the comments.
Oh, one last thing I noticed.
Yeah.
This is right after Sean Connery gets his haircut, and then he like almost throws the FBI director
Yep.
off the side of the hotel building.
Yep.
He escapes. The music during the chase scene, just during the hotel and not when they get into like the cars yet,
Yeah.
it sounds like the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Yes. So we need to dive into that.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say. So The Rock. Ba-da-dum bum, ba-da-dum bum, ba-da-dum bum, bum, ba-dum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That theme is awesome. Hans Zimmer does the theme.
Yes. Which that was cool. I was like, hey, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's our guy. Love Hans Zimmer.
Yes.
He uses that in The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might use it in, I know for sure he uses it in the movie Gladiator.
Really?
And
Which I
there's,
still need to watch.
yeah, and then he uses it in Pirates of the Caribbean. So that was like a huge joke among my friends
Oh, really?
in the early 2000s, is if Hans Zimmer did it, it had that
Progression, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, but overall, I think it was a great movie. Any last comments before we get into our final score?
Should we get maybe just one quick little fun fact?
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
We don't
So-
have the 500 subs, so we don't have a
Yeah.
theme song for Tabby
yet.
Not yet.
yet. So it's funny you mentioned that Nicolas Cage's character was like wishy-washy, because actually Michael Bay said that it was supposed to be like a serious script, but then they like improvise a lot of the humor within the recording, the production.
guy,
So
my
that
guy.
happened. Yeah.
Big brain.
And then something else, they actually premiered, they shot in Alcatraz, and they also premiered in a prison recreation on Alcatraz as
Okay.
well. So
Huh.
it was very iconic during the premiere.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Also, Sean Connery's character. Sean Connery actually in real life wanted to like dock his yacht, a private yacht on Alcatraz to avoid commuting.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Private
awesome.
yacht.
He
What
was
a
obviously
guy.
turned down. Obviously.
That
Okay.
tracks.
That's so funny. Can you imagine having
yeah.
a private yacht?
Yeah. Man, these actors, I tell you
I
what.
I only have a public yacht.
One last
yeah, we
one.
share it.
Yeah, one
Do you
last
guys know that Sean Connery's character was supposed to be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger,
one.
but he
Really?
turned it down 80 pages in because he was like, "This doesn't look fully baked,"
Oh.
and he apparently later regretted it. So
Yeah, I think it only works with,
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Man, his accent, I tell you what,
yeah,
so good.
so good. Oh, and then just to circle back real quick before final rating, I don't have a ton of the details. I just know that I've seen stuff online where there's a lot of fan theories of Sean Connery being James Bond unofficially. So
Really?
in The Rock, they say he's former British intelligence, which would have been
James Bond.
Agency.
yeah, James Bond. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we're not going to do a deep dive here,
Yeah.
but just
That's not what this channel is.
we don't do deep dives, okay? Just shallow, shallow end of the pool. But they kind of like tie back to certain things in the James Bond movies where this could have been him, because even like the secrets that he has at the end.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. Oh yeah, one last little like, why did we need this scene? Was when Nick Cage and his girlfriend, very end of the movie, they go and get the film from the church. Can we just end the movie already?
Here's what I'll say.
Sorry.
Just piggybacking off that scene, earlier in the movie, Nick Cage makes like a huge deal of like, I drive a beige Volvo. And so I was thinking like a station wagon or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you see it and it's like, is this thing even run? It was so like...
Sorry, quick thing. Did you notice how weird the sky looked in that
Yeah.
scene with the church? What was going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's get into the final
let's-
ratings.
Get into the final ratings. Here's the marker.
Thank you.
And while you're doing your final rating, I did tell my brother, Seth, fan of the pod.
Ooh, let's go.
I did tell him that we were recording and we were doing The Rock. He said, oh my gosh, this was amazing. We used to watch it all the time. So he left me a voice note.
Let's go.
Thoughts on the movie The Rock? Absolute classic from my childhood. Used to watch it on VHS all the time. Matthew probably doesn't know what that is, but he can Google it.
Shots fired.
We had a prime Nicolas Cage teaming up with an OG Sean Connery. What more could you ask for in a movie, honestly? I'm pretty sure Sean Connery like throws a dude off of a balcony at one point.
Oh.
And at the end of the movie, Nicolas Cage has to like stab himself with a needle and then like run out and wave some flares so the jets
See,
don't
he
blow up
remembers.
Alcatraz.
Iconic.
Good stuff. So hopefully you guys like it.
Oh yeah, we loved it.
So Seth, fun fact, I actually grew up watching the original Star Wars trilogies on VHS.
Okay.
Yep. I had a little
Before they were remastered.
before. Yep.
You still have them?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah. The TV that was in my room during my childhood was like, the
Combo.
TVs. Yeah, it had the VHS player in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a ton, Land Before Time, all those classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those. So
take that, you ageist.
yeah, come on.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
Oh, 6.5.
Yeah, it was too long. Honestly, what got me the most was the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, we gotta wrap this up, guys. What are we doing?
Yeah. You texted me before I started watching and you're like, feels like an extended cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it wasn't, I think it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I don't think it was terribly long,
But it felt longer.
I think honestly, if they had shortened the car chase scene where they're going through San Francisco,
Yep, I agree.
I think it was like 20 minutes just for him to meet his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that you're establishing stakes and
Yeah, for sure.
all of that stuff, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was also the fact that they made, the not main bad guys, the bad guys towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, the reason I asked in the beginning what I gave the Terminator was, I think was a 7, was I liked the Terminator a little more.
Okay.
So that's why it gets a half point less.
Okay.
So,
Well, mine's almost a perfect 10.
yeah, crazy.
I feel as if the bad guys won in that movie, honestly.
The bad guys
They
won.
won?
The government.
Oh, the government.
The vets
political
still-
tits. Let's go.
Let's go.
The vets still
lost
didn't
a
get
lot of subscribers.
compensated.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
The vets didn't get
The
compensated.
vets always lose.
Yeah.
The government preferred bombing everyone plus the civilians instead of just like compensating
Yeah.
the vets.
Yeah.
That was was tough. It was a
Yeah.
tough watch. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, love to leave on a downer.
But I think next movie, I don't think we've done. Yeah, we haven't done any like kids movies
Okay.
yet,
All right.
especially not from my era, not from your era either yet. So I think we're gonna do our first kids movie.
All right, let's go.
Little lighter note, after watching The Rock.
Seeing a guy boiled to death.
Yeah, I think we should watch Over the Hedge.
Over
You
the
ever
hedge.
watched that
I
one?
have not.
Okay. Also a weirdly stacked cast in that
Okay.
movie.
Over the hedge.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it'll be fun. I
Okay.
haven't watched it, since I was a kid. So
Okay. We'll see if the Gen Z nostalgia holds up.
yeah.
For Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge is next. Make sure to watch it if you can.
All right. And like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. This has been A Real Pain.
Bye.
Bye.